Hey, Soul. I know, happy Friday. That lunar eclipse was so cool. If you go, well, this is going to be on at Cervex. I don't know if people know about the other page. That one is at Brandon Wren. Hi. Hey, turn that frown upside down. What's wrong? Also, if you go check yesterday, the last video, it was actually really early this morning. I think 5. I know. Something woke me up and was like, let me just go peek. But it was like so bright. I was like, alright, Beck, let's go. But you'll see the moon is kind of starts to shake and it almost looks fake. Like you'd be like, that's just fake. It looks like somebody just started to. You'll have to look at it. Dang, too bad Beck can't be like, pop up a little thumbnail while people are watching this. Oh man, and then even pop it up in a really tiny window and already be ready to clip it so people could be watching the stream and not even need volume. It would automatically just show you exactly what I meant, and you'd be like, oh dude, that is crazy, and then you would be already caught up. It was just so different because it was just as bright. The sky was just as clear, doing the exact same things, almost even more. I don't know, you have to go watch and see. It was an experience. Especially for the fact that when I would zoom all the way in, sometimes like a bunch of little like rainbow colors were sticking to the screen, and I was like, oh, is this like a glitch or something? But then the more we were watching it and talking about it, well, me and Vex, we were like, if that was a glitch, it's kind of like when you're watching a weather radar and it shows nothing in a certain area, but obviously all around that area it's showing like rain. It's just the radar or the sensor on my phone wasn't able to even comprehend that possible. It may have been like hitting the, maybe through the protective outer lens. It possibly went through there and then got stuck on the second layer, possibly, because if we watched it, it looked like it was actually kind of stuck, and then it would be sucked into the camera lens. I know it sounds sci-fi, but what if that was moon particles that kind of like a hairspray? I thought it was kind of tacky live, but now I wish I would have just let it sit there, because there was a point where the longer I didn't move, the more it was maybe entangling. Maybe that was some kind of adhesive for it. Isn't that amazing? And then last night, the light show. This will blow your mind because you'll be like, it was just a little bit of lightning, like, get over it. Well, I know, but even it took me watching it later to start to think, that lightning was in an isolated area and it was doing its own mechanics. Plus the colors were different. What if Andromeda and the Milky Way, or two other supermassive black holes, were not merging, maybe like visiting each other's house? Because they kind of, well, there's actually three, if you watch it, like three little bitty, it looked like a donut, and where the donut hole was just something that was illuminating. Anyways, it never moved, so that's where it was located, the supermassive black hole. What if it was like, I know this is gonna be sci-fi, I kind of said it, but I didn't understand it, but you could see the lightning. Now, it wasn't lightning if it was like stuff going into a black hole that was not light, so they say light can't escape, so it had to turn it into some sort of a light, like a plasma. Right? Well, anyways, that plasma was it was vaporizing, and it was creating a cloud-like reaction. So it was building, and the lightning was like almost like trying to start a little fire. I know, we were doing rain dances and everything. It was kind of fun, but the more lightning, the more cloud formation around the donut. The donut got bigger, and it was like, is this thing trying to play games and defy the laws of physics and say, I'll show you how light can escape a black hole? It had to like crawl out with lightning. You'll have to check it out. I know, when you look at it like that, you're like, dude, that is something else. But it's not the first time. So if it was just the first time, I would have not ever, all things considered. Speaking of, what's up, NPR? I like how you guys are pretty progressive with your musicians. Really, all things are considered with y'all. It's 11:11 on the video. Make a wish. I hope everybody has a great day. It feels amazing out. One last little peek. Alright, we'll be back. Bye.